Okay. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I've trimmed my beard so it's not so overgrown. And now I look kind of younger. Looks all patchy a little bit. But it's just short. Anyways, back for another Tina's stream. I'm feeling pretty much normal now. Last week I was sick with the flu. Or what? Wait, not the flu. Not the flu. Just a normal cold, not the flu. Sorry. It was not that bad. But I'm feeling a lot better. Everything's basically normal at this point. Um, except maybe like a little bit of pulse nasal drip. That's gonna probably cause my voice to sound a little weird today. But um, yeah, back to normal. Got my face cam on today. I'm gonna have my face cam on for the rest of the streams as well, except for Astria. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and jump in here. So last week we did a few things. Actually, we changed up the look of the character of Vikari. We changed up his look. We switched up the class feats, and we reallocated our skill points. So now we are on a more minion-focused build and spell-focused as well. Kind of a split spell companion build here, and um, we're trying to make use of this skill, but I think it's going to be best if we find a dark magic weapon, which we don't actually have right now. Our best alternative is this, which apparently does dark magic damage because of the enchantment. Um, but that's only when we have the. What? Hold on. Sorry, this is only dark magic when we have the skill active, the action skill. Sorry, I kind of got distracted there. It looked like looks like we picked up some random legendaries somehow. Did these get like added to our inventory? I do not remember picking either of these up last week, and I did not play off stream at all, so I'm not quite sure where we got these. Interesting. Okay, well, it looks like we got a dark magic spell and a dark magic pistol. This one is called the Apex of Rushing Rivers. Use as directed against heroes. Extra fire rate, minus gun accuracy, extra melee damage. Swaps between 2-shot burst and 4-shot burst. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the first shot in the magazine always shoots out a little dark magic ball or something. Okay, that's cool. We'll keep this and see how it fits into our build. What is this spell? The Skullantir. Skullantir. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know what word that is modifying, but Skullantir. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I hate you too. Extra spell damage, longer cooldown, and it casts around the owner.
Stop calling me.
Wow. Look at that. I was about to say, it doesn't really look like it's casting around me, but seemingly only circling around me. And there's like voice lines too. Okay, cool. Well, it looks like we've got some additions to our build now. I'm going to keep this other stuff just in case. We're gonna keep the cube for sure. The Buffmeister, I do remember picking that up as well. We tested that last week. You can sell this and go ahead and empty our inventory. Let's see. We got this thing for moving around. We'll put it on for now. We've got the Buffmeister, which I believe just is a straight boost to our stats. Yeah, like we can run faster. Fire rate might be improved here. Reload speed, yeah, okay. So there's generally a good stat boost there. We've got the gelatinous cube, which I'm partial to because we've been using that for a while now. Kind of just spreads a bunch of poison everywhere, which is really nice. Yeah, this pistol seems like it's doing pretty good damage with our build. So honestly, I'm probably gonna just keep using it for a while. Go ahead and see what that dark magic spell does. What do you do? Oh, it's just a new minion, basically. Cool. Well, I can definitely see us using that, for sure. My game is lagging, though. I was doing this a bit last week, and I ended up just running a command on my computer, and it fixed it, so I might have to do that again. I think the voice lines are from the Dragon Lord. I don't know if those are Dragon Lord lines, but seems like it's the same voice actor. Okay, all right. Yeah, we might just have to do the same thing we did last week and restart my computer and all that stuff, which is fine. It worked last week, so it should work again. I was kind of hoping that would not be the case. Before stream, I actually did just do a normal restart of my laptop, and I was kind of hoping that would help out with any memory issues we might have today, but it seems like we're going to have to do a diagnostic again. Yeah, this build definitely seems pretty solid. The beefier enemies are still taking, a good amount of effort to kill, but they're not quite that bad.
Better hang on to this for now.
All right. Let me see what kind of guns we want to keep. I definitely like all of these that we have. I guess if we really need to swap out the, this guy, the frost weapon, we can just equip our other skill, our action skill, when we fight the undead. The tornado skill we've been using for like most of the game. We can just put that back on if we need to. But yeah, I like all these other guns. So I'll just keep them. Especially this sword explosion has been doing good work for us. Okay. Let me go ahead and just, play a little bit more of the game. See if this stuttering and lagging gets any better. We're gonna go ahead and try to do the Chaos Trials, which I believe is Chaos Trial number 5. We're gonna try it again. We still don't have a shock weapon, which is a little sad. Kind of need it for the Dragon Lord, probably, but we're gonna try using this dark magic build. And yeah, if this doesn't work out, we can go farm again, or we can just continue secret hunting and look out for a good shock weapon. Or we could even just respec our skill points, or do like a non-chaos run, and maybe we'll still get the choice of legendaries at the end of it. Oh my god. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like it's getting all that much better. Probably not. Yeah, like we could do one of these. That might still give us legendary choices at the end. Well, let's go ahead and try this, and if we can't get past it, we'll do some of those things. All right. Just go ahead and play a little bit of this, and just try to wait out the storm of lag here the best we can. But yeah, like I said, my cold has pretty much gone away. It's subsided, and back to normal. Feeling pretty good about this week coming up. I don't have a lot planned, but if you missed some of my other streams, I got offered a job, actually. I actually beat out the job market, and I somehow got offered a job. It's a pretty good one, too. I believe it was last Thursday, or Friday, something like that. I was in the middle of recording some Astria videos because I did not stream Astria last week because of my cold. So I was recording instead. And while I was recording one video, my school district called me and offered me a job as a after-school assistant. So I've been kind of going through the process of hiring for that with all the paperwork and like fingerprints and all that like legal stuff. Which has been fine. Everything's been going well. It's just kind of taken a long time. Training modules and all that stuff. So yeah, I've been going through that. That's been going smoothly. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow to get a tuberculosis test, which is part of the process. I'm going to do that tomorrow, and then once everything is processed, I'm going to get a call about interview, or not an interview, but like probably like a quick, like a briefing session, sorry. Quick briefing session. So, I'll probably learn more about the job then. But yeah, I'm going to be employed with my district and basically a permanent after-school assistant. Not really like a supervisor. I'm not going to just sit around like a security guard type of thing. I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to be like probably hopping around classrooms and helping out the kids and probably watching them if they're doing stuff outside, you know, kind of stuff. But yeah, pretty excited about that. Good hours, everything's after school, like I said, so I'm not going to actually be there in the mornings. Well, I don't have to get up early, which is nice for me. And, you know, after school programs tend not to last more than like, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours a day, so I'm not going to be there super late. And of course, the students are only in school Monday through Friday, so I won't be there on weekends, which is nice, and I'll have a consistent schedule, which is also nice. Yeah, pretty good stuff there, and it's local. Of course, it's in my local school district, so everything's going to be within driving distance, or even biking distance, probably. So, good stuff. The only thing I think I might be worried about a little bit is the fact that summer is about to start. And of course, I'm only working with this one district, so I'm not going to, like, get transferred to another district. So, you know, everybody starts summer at the same time. So, I think most likely I'm not going to actually start working until, like, August or September when the new year starts. Which kind of sucks because of money. You know, I can't really pay my bills even though I'm technically employed, which is kind of annoying, but I don't know, they decided to call me decently late, so, you know, all this paperwork and legal stuff that has to process and all the training that I have to go through probably is going to take longer than the remainder of the school year, so. Probably just gonna have to wait out summer and either find a summer job or just hold out on my parents' money, which is what I've been doing for a while now, so nothing really new there. It just kind of sucks I can't make money during summer. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about all that. I have been talking about it during my other streams and my Astria videos from last week, so if you've been following me, you've probably, you know, you're probably already heard this for like the third time now. What is happening right now? I can't even focus. It shouldn't really affect streaming at all, really. Well, maybe a little bit, but hopefully not at all. For a couple reasons. Let's just not do the hard difficulty challenges so we can actually beat the boss this time. Yeah, it shouldn't affect streaming that much, if at all. Because, like I said, everything's after school, so I'm gonna be clocking in around like 2:30, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, around those times. Man, this is kind of getting worse over time, huh? Alright, I'm just gonna finish explaining what I'm explaining here, and then I'll do a diagnostic. Gives me a chance to finish my breakfast, too. But yeah, everything's after school, so I'm gonna be clocking in every day at the afternoon. So, you know, especially with my new streaming schedule that I'm gonna switch to in a couple weeks, I should be good to just keep streaming the same schedule. If anything, again, I've said this before, but yeah, if anything, we're gonna have to push back the time by like an hour, maybe 2 hours. Start at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. my time, Pacific time. But yeah, everything else should stay the same. I'm still gonna be streaming 2.5 hours, and we're gonna stream 4 days a week and upload accordingly to YouTube. If you don't remember, this new stream schedule where I stream 2.5 hours rather than 3 is so that the YouTube uploads aren't so overwhelming. Rather than uploading 7 days a week, it would just be 5 days a week. So that, you know, your subscription feeds aren't just overwhelmed with my face all the time. Like, it's a kind of an annoying thing to have that happen, so. I'm gonna cut back on the videos. But, you know, again, it is easier for me to do that later because of the numbers involved. Again, it's kind of annoying to explain, but after this stream, we're going to be up to episode, I believe, 91. Which means next week's stream is going to take us up to 98. Then after that, it's going to be 105. And once we get to 105, I'm going to switch to 5 days a week. So that every time I edit, I'm at a multiple of 5, so it's easier for me to not make a mistake. So yeah, just a couple more weeks for that. Just hold out. Have your subscription feeds hold out a little bit longer. Alright, I'm gonna call this episode 1. Cut it a little bit short. And, or for the week, I mean, episode, what is this, like episode 85 or something? I'm gonna call this episode 85. I'm gonna go ahead and run a diagnostic so we have a bit better time doing these chaos trials. And I'll return in about an hour. And I'll go ahead and finish my breakfast here. I have some stovetop ramen that I made, some bulldog. I'll go ahead and finish that, and then I'll restart stream and all that stuff. So, see y'all in a bit.